All right, so what is good, everybody on YouTube, and welcome back to another edition to the Monday Reset series. New to the channel, I do these every single Monday. I just want to truly just help other creators out there that are either struggling with anything or they can relate to anything that I'm doing or am going through. You know, it's just we all like to sit back and talk about what we go through on a daily basis. So today's Monday Reset is going to be about habits. So first things first, I'm going to go through my horrible habits that I have and habits that I'm actually trying to get away from. I'm actually progressing on some of them, but some of them I'm really not. So a very bad habit is negative thoughts. Okay, so I believe all of us go through this cycle of life, you know, and you just get that negative feeling in either your mind or your heart. So I've been writing down this like quote every other day or so. I wrote it down. It is negative mindset equals negative results. Positive mindset equals positive results. I had that in my head, and I've been really getting better at not having negative thoughts, and I'm actually progressing from that and actually having more of a positive mindset. I'm actually more positive towards my content, towards everything like that. I actually had a really bad weekend, as you saw in the last Monday Reset, that my PC was all messed up and I was really horrible about it. I was very impatient, but I was also negative about it. It got me nowhere. And then I started thinking, I sat back, took a breather, and figured out the problem, turned it into a positive result. So that, in that case, that was a very just weird thing that just happened. Another really, really bad habit that I have is scrolling. I've been scrolling a lot more lately, as of late, on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, you name it, I've been scrolling. And I think it's honestly because I do sometimes lack ideas, but not this much. I'm constantly scrolling and it really annoys me. So I'm trying to steer away from scrolling as much because it really does put me in a bad mindset, because I know where I should be and what I should be doing. I shouldn't be scrolling for hours upon hours a day. I should be actually creating the content that people elsewhere are scrolling and looking at, stuff. That's just the way I look at it. Now, another bad habit that I used to have a long time ago, I wrote it down because it was one that was horrible. I hated it and I hated myself for it. And that was dissing on other creators' content. Now, when I say I was pretty bad about it, I mean that. I was like, why did he get that? Why did he get this? And then it stopped. Now I'm coming out clean. I haven't done it in about a year and a half, 2 years. It's been a very long time since I dissed on another person's content, because honestly, looking at it in a positive aspect, I looked at it as in, why did they deserve that, whatever. And then I looked at my own content and realized, why do I deserve that or this, or why would I deserve that amounts of views or this amount of views? Why did my video get this low of views? It just varies. So I learned through my own stuff that dissing on somebody else's, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know how hard they worked on that video. You don't know how hard, it was for them to make that video. It's just, I've learned from my past to be a little less selfish, and I'm glad that I'm out of that phase. It has been so long since I've been in that phase, and I'm so grateful that I'm not in it anymore. And to tie into that, not taking advice. That's another bad habit that I had. I had somebody telling me in my ear, hey, you need to work on this. And I took it, no joke, I took it horrible. I'm no, screw you. You don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. All this. I kid you not, worst mistake of my life was taking the advice I was given and having to go out the other ear, because honestly, I wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't actually take the advice that I was given. So now we're going to move forward, and I'm going to tell you guys my good habits that I have that I actually enjoy and am grateful to actually apply to my everyday life. So number one is obviously being positive. From now on, no more negative thoughts, only progression from here. Again, I kind of like wrote this situation down across from each other. When I'm not scrolling, I create. And when I create, I don't stop. So when I'm in a mode of where, let's say my phone's charging, I'm creating like insane amounts of content. Like I can do 20 videos a day. I can do, it can go on and on and on. If I don't have my phone, I'm dangerous when it comes to creating, because I can pump out videos like no tomorrow. But then again, when you do that to yourself, it burns you out. You get burnt out so fast and so easy that you don't want to do that. So I try to keep it down to having either like 2 to 3 TikToks to edit a day, or something like that. So usually I write down the ideas and do them the next day or something along those lines. And another good habit that I have is writing down my ideas. So actually, this whole video is written in this tiny booklet. I carry this around with me everywhere. I carry this out when I'm going grocery shopping, I'm going to visit friends, family. Anytime that I have an idea, I ask somebody for a pen and I write it down, because you lose your ideas if you don't jot them down right away. And then you go back into your book and you're like, oh, that was an idea that I had earlier, but I couldn't remember it. So writing down your ideas is the number one thing that I love doing. And that is exactly why I can grab them, sticky notes. I have a whole stack back here on my desk, and I stick them across my monitor on the bottom so I don't forget. And I have one right now where it's my upload times on YouTube. Have a note there, but always keep notebooks, notepads, all that stuff on your desk at all times. You don't ever want to lose or forget what ideas you had prior to even getting ready to work, or losing track of time. So always write down your ideas and create them later. And then that ties into writing down ideas. Write down your goals as well. I believe in manifestation if it's good, but if it's evil, I don't believe in all that. So I have been writing down my goals every day and writing down weekly, monthly, daily goals, just manifesting. December 31st, I believe it was, that I wrote down in my big journal notebook that I have that I want to be a partner with G Fuel. And it was crazy because it says January goals. First thing in collaborations or partnerships was G Fuel. And then the third 2-3 days later, I actually got a partnership with them. So, I mean, it can happen as quickly as that, or it can happen within a matter of months, days, weeks, years. You just got to keep holding yourself down and holding yourself accountable for that type of stuff. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, any ideas that you guys have to make a Monday reset on, if there's something that you're struggling with, comment down below, let me know, and I will be down in the comment section to talk it out with you. Along with that, while you're at it, make sure to hit that sub button, ring that bell to notify whenever I post. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have a good one. Peace.